All right. Hey guys, welcome back to MiloGainzCrypto. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well with some pumps, crypto across the board. I mean, let's talk about the king, Bitcoin, nearly scratching 100K, just about there. But this is MiloGainzCrypto. Talk about STEPN, GMT, GST. I have an update to give that many of you may be aware of that I find quite interesting and quite bullish for GMT. So I think I need to catch up on my general thoughts about STEPN, the ecosystem, kind of where it's going and what it's doing. But I want to just kind of make this video positive. And I have been continuing to use STEPN. I have been earning. But I thought there was some really cool news released during the STEPN Town Hall a couple days ago. And kind of the announcement caught me off guard. I was like, no way. But pretty much the devs, Jan, Jerry, made a very respectable decision, I would say. And they're leaving it up to those involved in STEPN, the FSL ecosystem, to kind of decide a little bit of the direction with GMT as a whole, and kind of dictate, tokenomics, but dictate really how much of this token will be on the market. And here's kind of the deal. Pretty much, they're leaving it up to us users to choose to lock our GMT. And let me kind of zoom in here. And we have a couple markers for every 100 million, or not for every, but for the first 100 million GMT locked, that will be 60 million GMT forever burned, all right? So taken out of the supply forever. And then we have also some GMT locked and out of circulating supply for a little while. And then the next milestone is 500 million GMT locked by users, by investors, by move to earners. 230 million GMT is burned, forever gone, can never be moved to earned, purchased, traded. It's poof in the fire, as this little GIF is showing us. And then finally, at 900 million GMT locked, 600 million GMT will be burned. A good amount. Guys, 600 million GMT, for context, let's go back here. The total starting supply of GMT, it's not listing it here, was 6 billion. So far we've burned or taken out of supply to 5.27 billion. So almost 1/6 of the starting max supply is out of circulation. Good amount of that being burned. So 600 million is no small number. And just to drop some, or give you some math to show you, have a little column here, my Google Doc. So right here is our column for all GMT burn and the equivalent for the GMT locked that must be locked to necessitate the burn. And I kind of want to put it through the lens of the bull run this kind of year, next year. And right now, keep in mind that there are only 3 billion GMT in circulating supply. So right here, circulating supply, we're just under 3 billion. And that's everything to do with the kind of token release unlock schedule. So 3 billion are out. It's kind of been a rapid release of this GM token. Maybe part of the reason why it's been kind of tough for it to get out of this hump for the past year, because just flooded on the market. So again, a really cool decision by the devs to give us all this chance. But let me go here. So we have 6 million burned, 100 million locked. So for this bull run, what's kind of out of the supply of the total circulating supply, the 5.3 billion, as we just saw, that's 3%. But really, I think what's kind of relevant for us right now is the 3 billion circulating supply. And keep in mind, depending on when you're watching this video, if you're watching it a month from now, check out here, there's going to be more GMT released every day, every week, every month. So this 3 billion figure could be going up again, unless the burning continues just to keep down that 3 billion even with using STEPN OG and minting, and maybe STEPN Go has some GMT burning functions. But just anticipate that this circulating supply may still go up. But I mean, I hope it doesn't. I hope we can burn faster than the release happens. Back to here. So of the circulating supply, or total supply, 5.3 billion, that is 3% for just this first step. And then of the circulating supply, taking 160 million kind of off the market for now, or 60 million of it forever, that's 5% of the total circulating supply. And then the next level here, right? Hey, if you guys lock 500 million GMT, we'll burn 230 million. Combine that's 730 million GMT out of supply. That's 13% of the kind of total 5.3. But of circulating, we're now at a quarter. That is 24%. You guys, this is pretty mind-blowing, if we're able to get it to these numbers. And then more mind-blowing, if collectively we lock 900 million GMT, that's 600 million burned. That's a little over of just 1/12 of the starting max supply, again, which was 6 billion. That's just burned straight up. But combined with the 900 million, that's 1.5 billion kind of off the table here for this bull run. Again, off the table is the 900 million. The forever off the table is the 600 million. So that's 28%. We're already over a quarter of kind of the max available supply, but that's 50% of the 3 billion circulating supply. You guys, this is pretty wild. If we can reach this marker here and get the 50% off the table from dumping, from trading, guys, this is such an asset stabilizer. Not that there won't be volatility with GMT. I'm sure there still will be. But one, think about this 600 million just off, that shrinks it. But just even having the 900 million locked, that creates a much more kind of stable and promising crypto asset. One that certainly makes me much more bullish. And I gotta give credit to Jan, Jerry, Shitty, whoever else is part of this overall decision, because this, it's no small number. And like I said, I have my I'm still developing my thoughts on STEPN Go. In summary, I don't personally know if it was the best move. I thought we had something good going with STEPN OG, and I think maybe the move should have been to get those who are already involved in crypto to come over to move to earn Web3, rather than capture the non-Web3 users to get them in. But that could be for a different video, and I'd be happy to be wrong about that too. I want us to win. I want STEPN to win, and if in hindsight or in the future we learn that STEPN Go was the perfect move, hey, great. And also, I really do give credit for the devs. They got a lot to do, a lot to juggle. Again, if I was in that room to cast a vote a certain way, I probably would have directed decisions elsewhere. I probably would have, said, hey, can we stay accountable and kind of on the dot with certain promises made for res gems, roadmaps, et cetera, et cetera. But I want to, again, lean really in on the positive. And this tells me that the devs, they do listen. And I think they want us as users to win, right? We might all have a different idea or a different pathway of like, okay, how are we going to, what do I think is the best way for STEPN to win? And I have my opinions, but seeing an offer like this, I think it communicates something that, hey, perhaps there isn't alignment, or perhaps not every decision we've made has satisfied everyone, but we care about your investment and we want to secure investment. But here's a proposal. Here's what we see can be a way to secure your investment to ensure the longevity of STEPN. Are you in? And this tells me that there is a desire to communicate that they see us as consumers and users of their app as something not to be short term, but they want us for the long haul. And this is what Chonky said is what I agree with. He says, I genuinely cannot believe there isn't more hyper attention around this. Not a shill. One of the biggest complaints for a couple of years has been sell pressure from the vesting schedule. The vote will be to burn 600 million GMT, exactly what we wanted. At the time of this posting, that's 95 million US dollars. I completely agree, because again, if we just look at this number, if we're able to meet this, we have until, I believe it's January 20th, 2025 to kind of hit this number. And as you can see, we're already at 54 million locked. And those are going to stay locked regardless at this point. First milestone is 50 million away, and I think it's only been a day. I'm jumping around here. Fleeting thoughts. But yeah, I still want to see kind of more stability with kind of where STEPN's going. Like I still want to be able to trust now, hey, what I hear communicated is going to happen. And sure, I want to allow for flexibility, like, hey, we're behind on schedule, or hey, this kind of, we had a snag, and not expect perfection every step of the way for the devs. So I'm kind of, this is communicated to me that like, hey, we want a little bit of trust back. Here's an extension of that. And indeed, this is giving me more confidence and trust in STEPN for the long term than I, might have had last week or 2 weeks ago. And I was still sticking with STEPN. I wasn't done. I enjoy the app. I enjoy the game. I am a STEPN OG guy. I am exclusively STEPN OG right now, just because it's where my investment went, and I kind of have a little whiplash right now from a little bit of the back and forth on what's going to be with STEPN direction. So I haven't wanted to invest kind of further at this point into STEPN Go. This isn't to try to FUD STEPN Go, just kind of being very forthcoming with where I'm at. I want STEPN Go to succeed. I don't win if STEPN Go fails. I only benefit if it succeeds, but just thinking about me as an investor, I want to do something that I guess I trust the direction with. And again, I need to emphasize that I know it's probably really tough to steer a project in such a new space like Web3, move to earn. But I think the ship has sailed with STEPN, and maybe there's some moments where like, oh, we didn't account for this storm or that wind, or, this iceberg. We have to pivot. We have to do this. We have to turn around. We have to go back. And that's a part of setting forth on a new journey. It's unknown territory. So I try to budget, mentally budget, and give some allowance and permission for this project that I'm invested in, for the devs of this project to have some wiggle room. And I want to give them that as I continue to learn, or as I continue to use STEPN. But I have been more in a place of caution, I think, with STEPN Go and kind of the overall direction. But hey, this is I think this is bullish. And if you're just looking at a purely investor standpoint, if half of this circulating supply is about to be burned or locked and not be able to be touched, I seriously see that as lowering volatility significantly. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but this gets me excited. This builds my trust. This makes me want to promote STEPN a little bit more again, because I haven't been shouting from the rooftops as much the past 6 or so months to friends or family that was beginning, like, hey, have you looked at STEPN? But maybe I'll do that again. But anyway, yeah, moving with Milo still. We're getting our steps in, getting some runs in. STEPN's addictive. OG guy. If you want to buy my sneaker on the market, there it is. My rare jogger, Panda sneaker. 2,850 GMT, leveled up at 30. Earn that GMT, especially if it's going to go. I got another comfort earning sneaker. That is all I have. Sorry, this turned into a little bit of a ramble video, but have a good one, guys. Let's keep earning, let's keep moving, and let's keep hoping the best for STEPN, right? I want it to win. I want it to succeed. I want you to win and succeed. I want me to win and succeed. But I think overall, having been out for a couple of years, this is a good game, STEPN OG. I'm hungry for that next level. I'm hungry to continue to kind of close in on those distances, those KMs. I'd like to see more done for STEPN OG. I still think we have such a great product that could really benefit from attention. I said I wasn't going to comment on this as much, but here I am. But I'm going to stop myself now. Maybe I'll make another video on some of my thoughts. All right, you guys. Best to you. It's exciting times. Things are in the green. Bitcoin is shy of 100K. I'm not sure how this battle is going to be to break that. There's going to be a lot of resistance, or maybe it just blows past it tonight, tomorrow.